A dog is a man's best friend. No, a man's best friend is his dog. I think
Yeah,
that's the
yeah,
saying.
yeah.
That's how the saying goes. Except for when you add the World Cup into the mix. Before the competition takes place, the authorities are wanting to clean up the streets, and when it comes to stray dogs, the easiest way, apparently, and the cheapest, is a shotgun, just like old fella.
Mm.
So when they began the cull, the streets were red with blood, and I suppose somebody complained, and now the dogs are being captured and taken out of the public eye to be undone behind closed doors, possibly now with a lump hammer. Of course, this is speculation
Yeah,
of the lump hammer. You know,
yeah. Bit cruel. Yeah.
I don't want you to think that the US had a last-ditch attempt to clear the streets at the last minute. As in the US, they have regular dog catchers all year round, and even if a dog is wearing a collar, if there's no leash and owner attached, it goes to the pound
Mm.
to either be reunited with the owner for a fee, or for a while it'll stay there and someone will come and adopt said animal. The cull I'm on about is in the land of Alu Akbar in Morocco,
Right.
where there might be a surplus of stray dogs roaming the streets. It's funny how governments will only change. In Morocco, by the way, is the next World Cup after the US.
Yes. Yeah.
Just, just
Yeah.
so that you know, right?
Yes. Had me worried there
It's
for a moment. Yeah.
so it's funny how governments will only change or improve the appearance of their cities when the official visitors come to town. It's a little bit like grandma getting out the best china when the vicar comes to tea. Right? But back to Nador, the city in Morocco where they're culling the dogs. It just goes to show that the stray dog problem in that city must be so bad that the authorities need to be culling stray dogs off the street just over 4 years before the event. They've got to start now to try and control the situation. The Moroccan government, of course, denied that the cull is taking place, announcing that since 2018 they have implemented a doggy population control policy in place based on a capture, neuter, and release basis so that ladies can't have any more litters of puppies.
Mm.
Of course, released images of the um, released images to the press show otherwise. But of course, with the internet these days, we can't
Yeah.
always be
Yeah.
guaranteed that what
Yeah.
the
Somebody has a camera and just yeah.
leaving.
Yeah. Their phone. Yeah.
So, will they keep up a few symbolic strays to give the tourists the real flavour as to how it is in the city? And will they keep up the dog control after the World Cup circus has passed and moved on to its next port of call? You know, the visitors have gone, so
Yeah.
balls to it. You know,
we we
you know
we
what I mean?
yeah we know what that's all about, don't we? Here. Well, actually, not that bad.
They
Right.
are up you go. 4 years before the World Cup in Morocco, they're killing the dogs.
Well, yeah. I must admit, at this particular moment, I can't get excited about the World Cup this year, but at the moment, yeah. I mean,
I was talking about the killing of the dogs here, more about
yeah,
down the
yeah,
world.
yeah, yeah. That's my opening gambit. Yeah. So let alone get excited about in Morocco and worry about yeah what's happening there. Um, the the okay. I mean, now it's out. You're going to get the British, the American animal welfares
Of
across
course.
Europe, probably across. I don't know if the rest other Europeans are big on animal welfare or not. I'm not sure if the French are
Yeah,
that big on it. Probably the Germans Um, are probably now going to be jumping up and down, as it were.
they already are, Mark.
Yeah,
They are making themselves vocal.
yeah. And so, okay, they now have a problem with stray dogs. And I love dogs, by the way. Yeah, we had them as family pets. I don't have one here. A, I live in an apartment, and B, my wife is allergic to them. So the combination of staying stuck in an apartment with an allergic wife and a dog doesn't really appeal. It'd have to be one thing or the other. So I'm packing her bags next week. Yes. Um,
So you
so that's
visit
a
your
joke.
neighbours. Visit your neighbours so you can cuddle the puppies.
Yeah. Yeah. I I mean, it's the first I've heard of it. I'll be quite honest. That this one slipped me, passed me by, as it were. Nobody dog whistled it to me or anything else. So it's okay. It's a problem. I mean, when we're talking about clearing up problems with World Cups, I was reading when the World Cup was in Argentina, they built walls to hide the slumps. Yeah. They do things in other things. Here, they try to hide the problems when it was in Brazil. Um, yeah, I'm not losing sight of the dogs at the moment. Yeah. Well, yeah. And other countries, yes.
I think it's all related.
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
it's all
Yeah.
related. They
Yeah.
do. It's palliative.
Yeah. I mean, when the World Cup started here, you didn't touch any surface, particularly if it was white, because you might end up with white paint on your hands. It's that close to, yeah. Um, it's a tragic thing. But yes, they're trying to, at least they realize they have a problem and they're trying to do something to resolve it. But hopefully they're not killing um innocent animals. But
Of course they are.
there's I tell you
It's a guilty animal. Come on.
it's guilty of living, yeah, of doing whatever dogs do, nicking a few sausages occasionally, yeah. Um, it's
You've been
um,
watching too much Punch and Judy.
wasn't that the crocodile? If you've got crocodiles running down the street, you've got a bigger problem than a few dogs. um, yeah, I mean, okay, they're gonna cover it now. I mean, okay, the dog adoption, there's only so many people, like any other region, that are in a position to adopt a dog. I mean, we adopted dogs. My 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 sister adopts dogs and all sorts of animals. Yeah, when people don't want them, she's a point of call. There's only so many she can do. Um, but yes, I mean, adopting a dog is a good policy if you want a family dog. I will say to people, before you get a dog, though, think very, very carefully what you're taking on, because a dog is like a child for the next 20 years. Yeah. Dogs need you, but they give you so much affection back. It's unreal. Um, I I do think, yes, animal welfare is important in this case. That the city of the city has chosen to have a major sporting festival. I call the World Cup a festival because it's not much
Yep.
really. The football's nothing to write home about, so we just say it's a festival of football rather than
Happening.
yeah, yeah. You show up, you watch a few games of inferior football, and then you get disappointed if you're an England fan. Um, I yeah, yeah, I think it's very tragic that there are animals being put down for the sake of this. Um, but the other question is, you always say, if there is a problem, why hasn't it been addressed before now? Yeah. Why do you wait 10 minutes before you put the lipstick on before you go out? Yeah. Uh,
Well, Morocco seems to be doing it well in advance. 4 years, like I said, 4 years to resolve the problem.
yeah. And I mean they've won it. Presumably somebody went and had a look at at the place, the venues before um before they awarded it to Morocco. One would have thought so. Somebody must have walked down the street and noticed a few dogs here and there. Yeah.
Well, when you place a few DRAMs, cross a few palms with DRAM,
You mean they
think
didn't
people close their eyes.
you mean they didn't have to mention the stray dog problem then? That's Look, I honestly believe that the country won it on merit. We all know that Morocco
Well,
is a great footballing country.
yeah.
Actually, they do have quite a good footballing team. Yeah, I mean, international players are queuing up to move to Morocco all the time. Yeah, like they were to Qatar, like they were to, like they are to the US. Yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, yes, obviously the other issue is yes, why wait? Um, I mean, the big problem Brazil had is we had the World Cup here, and it almost bankrupted us.
Yeah.
It took the finances of individual cities down to almost zero. I mean, Rio got it double bubble. It had the World Cup and it also had the Olympics, and it really was yeah, a real a real bank clearance thing.
When that's when the serious money really changes hands.
Yeah. Um, Look, they're addressing an issue, and I respect them for that. I mean, sometimes you'll get a stray off the street, and it's ill. It's got it. Is the dog could be in pain, in which case maybe um, putting it with an injection or the double bolt gun they use or anything like that is the most humane thing you can probably do for it. Yeah, you can't. I mean, on this channel, we've spoken about doing this to humans as well in a different way.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the authorities in Morocco are choosing, like the fingers on a hand, which one should be killed. It's just going to be a mass. Let's get
Cold.
them all.
Yeah, I mean, that's the trouble. If you do have
So
a,
those that can't run very fast are easy to hit.
yeah, but there might be friendly dogs that might come up and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Yeah, into the back of the van. Um, yeah, I mean, it's a problem. I mean, yes, I mean, dogs when dogs do form packs, they will partly revert to wildness and the hunting packs. They are pack animals. I mean, your little Timmy dog comes up beside you and all that, and doesn't let you out of the house and all that. He's doing what dogs should do. They like the company of others. They see you as a dog. That's the sad fact about dogs. And so when they become pack animals, they are likely to become a problem because they do bite. Dogs do bite, unfortunately. You can get a rogue dog that is either in pain, and that's sometimes the way dogs communicate. They're not well because they get angry because they feel pain. We've had dogs like that, or they will hunt as well. Um, I mean, normally dogs are scavengers, and that's what they do. Um, and yeah, they will steal from probably market stalls and other places as well. If yes, but there is a potential they could attack an adult or even worse, a small kid as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Well, look, for me, as long as the government in Morocco isn't barking up the wrong tree.